Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi,
Decca.
Masaka. My name's Shayla McFadden. I ran for state officer on Team 57, and
And I'm Hender Weiner, and I helped out Shay with her endeavors.
um, we competed in an advertising campaign, which no longer exists apparently. But Hender, you can describe it.
Yeah. So it was like a hybrid category. We assumed roles within a company. The company was called Johnny Cupcakes. We could choose any company that we wanted to. And we gave our best recommendations as like business owners or people within the company on new endeavors that they could take. And so, it involved like a budget. We had to write a paper along with it. And then we ended up taking a test too and making the presentation. So it was a lot to work on, but we ended up learning a lot and being super creative with it.
Oh yeah. Um, so some ideas on what we thought made us successful as a team. First being choosing your team. We were seniors when we placed top 10 internationally with our campaign. And I think that really shows that it took us a few years to get the hang of things. Um, but we really chose a team that we felt compatible with. We were friends. We felt like we could rely on each other. And that was huge. I think sometimes teachers suggest choosing someone, maybe if you're creative, someone that's really financially good, but choose someone you're confident with and can rely on, really.
Yeah, it's definitely smart. And if you feel as though, you're better off working solo, which is for sure the case with a lot of people, then role plays could be your thing. I did role plays for my first 3 years or 2 years of DECA. And then I was like, this is a little daunting. It was like a lot to be doing by yourself. And then I tried it out with a group and, we just had a great time. We were super compatible. So,
Yeah. And then choosing a company is a huge part about writtens. So we chose a company called Johnny Cupcakes that Hender mentioned. They're from Boston. They're local, and a big reason we chose them is because they're local, and we felt like we were able to contact the owner, um, which we
yeah,
did.
right. Super cool company too. Multi-million dollar. They're like an underground t-shirt company. So you walk in and you think it's going to be like a cupcake store, but it's actually t-shirts. And so we met with the owner there, like on the front steps, and we actually gave him our presentation. And he was like, "Wow, these are some great ideas. Like we could even implement them with our company." And so it was like we had, taken a role as part of Johnny Cupcakes, and so that was even fulfilling in itself. And it really increased. It made us even more passionate about what we were striving to do.
Yeah, seriously. Um, a huge tip that I would give is to push yourself to be creative and choose a company that you're passionate about, but also be practical with it. Um, you're you have to look at it from a lot of perspectives. As a consumer, would you go for some of the ideas you're having? And also as a business owner, would you be willing to implement these things? Is it worth the money? Is it worth going through all this process to get more customers coming in, or will it just kind of fade away and not
All the
really?
cracks, yeah. And if you think that it might not necessarily be practical, then you could completely retarget what it is that you're doing. And if you think that it might be slightly out of reach, then just fake it, and you can kind of get creative with that too. Like our budget, we budgeted like $1 million or something. Like we didn't really have the financials, but in the end, it ended up working out. And if we were asked any questions about it, we were like, "Oh yeah, we just looked at the reports or whatever." So you can kind of go around it certain ways if you're not super certain about it. But as long as you're confident, then you'll get by.
Yeah, seriously. We were big on our creativity, and the financial aspect really scared us, but we pushed ourselves to, make this budget $1 million. We're like, this company probably has that. And we were very practical with how much each of our things would cost on that side. Um, so with that $1 million, this is everything that's going into it and how much it'll come back out. Um, it took a lot of work, but that was probably the hardest part, but it was rewarding in the end, seeing how practical we could be and that we really could do this with a company if we wanted to.
Yeah, it had a huge impact, at least for me, with later decisions too. I decided to major in marketing, which was something I didn't really know that I wanted to do. And yeah, it's just, we're still talking about it 4 years later. So it really shows how much DECA has been a positive force in our early lives.
Yeah, seriously. And the last thing I would suggest is to make sure you flush out your presentation, practice with someone you're comfortable with. Um, don't be afraid to present a bunch of times. We practiced so many times.
Too much, probably.
Too much. Like
That can't happen.
but it became fun because of the decisions we made leading into it. We chose the right partners. We chose a company we were passionate about. We pushed our ideas. We didn't just go with the normal marketing route, like emailing things or something. We did something we were passionate about, and that's why we were successful, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So push yourselves to be creative and passionate, and you guys will do amazing.
Yep. Good luck with either this year or next year, and stick with it. It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Have
Thanks.
a great one, Mass Deca. Have a good virtual week.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.